Hi everyone, this is Karen Daniel from the Oau G staff, and I welcome you to the Oau G Ambassador webinar. All attendees will be in listen-only mode, and if you have questions, I ask you to please type them into the question box, and I will answer them all at the end. So first of all, again, thank you for participating with us today. We're going to be talking a little bit about all of the benefits of your company's Oau G membership and what you can do to share that information with your coworkers. So here's a quick look at our agenda for today. I will have about a 20-minute presentation, and then we'll have questions and answers. And then, of course, you can always email ambassador@oaug.org for any specific questions or any way we can possibly help you. So. First, let's go over the key areas of benefit for you as members of the Oau G. You and all of your coworkers have three key areas of benefit through the Oau G. First of all, you find answers. Oau G members save time and money by applying other users' tips, successes, and lessons learned. Networking is the next big element of your membership. You network with real users and experts. Oau G members share ideas and best practices to make the most of their Oracle applications. And finally, you influence Oracle. Oracle listens to the collective voice of the Oau G. Now, a little bit more about the networking opportunities. You can learn from others and share experiences with those using the same applications. There's a couple different ways you can do that. Our geographic groups or special interest groups are a great way for you to get involved with people in your local area or who are involved in the same topics or industry that you're in. There are several geos and SIGs meeting at Oracle Open World, and you can also view the complete list of those on the website, and I will show you that in a few minutes. You can also network through LinkedIn and Twitter. The Oau G LinkedIn group has over 12,000 people involved in that group, and that's a great way to just put out a quick question or find someone to ask some information through. And of course on Twitter, that's a good way to stay up to date on the latest information. You can provide feedback to Oracle through the Oau G and the Customer Support Council, either by email to support@oaug.org or during face-to-face meetings at Oau G events. You can talk with Oracle executives from support there as well. And if you have a concern, do contact support@oaug.org and they can help you with that. Now we're going to talk about some upcoming events and happenings that you can share with your coworkers. First of all, Oracle Open World is next week. The Oau G will have quite a presence there, particularly on Sunday. We have over 60 Geo and SIG sessions going on Sunday, beginning at 8 o'clock in the morning. So if you're going to Open World, be sure and go early Sunday morning to attend the Geo and SIG sessions. There's also going to be a 25th anniversary party on Tuesday evening. You probably know we've been celebrating the Oau G's 25th anniversary all year. We had a big celebration at Collaborate last spring. Celebration continues throughout the entire year. There is a party at Open World, and if you're going to be there, we hope you will stop by the Oau G table at Open World and pick up your invitation. All the details about what we're doing at Open World is available to you on the Oau G website. It's oaug.org/openworld. Everything that we're doing is detailed there. Also coming up, or going on now, is the Collaborate call for presentations. This is one way that you can share your expertise with your fellow Oracle Applications users. The call for presentations is open through November 5th, and we would love to hear what you have to share. Everyone who is accepted as a presenter at Collaborate does get a free registration. So it's definitely worth your time to put together a proposal. We particularly look for user members to submit their proposal ideas, to share what you have learned, or a tip or a suggestion for others that you can share. Again, the deadline to submit your presentation is November 5th, and you can learn more about that on the Collaborate OAUG website right now. Now, if you're using Primavera, there's a separate submission system, but the deadline is still the same, November 6th. And you can learn more about that on the Oracle Primavera Special Interest Group SIG page. Now let's talk about upcoming e-learning. One of the key benefits of your membership is access to members-only e-learning webinars. These are scheduled throughout the year. There are 2 coming up soon. One is tomorrow on building your sales team in the Oracle Cloud, and there's one on November 4th called The Trials and Tribulations of Time-Saved Project Budgeting. You can register for these on the OAUG website. You do need to log in as a member to get to these, and I would encourage you to take advantage of these if you can. If you cannot attend when those are being offered live, the recordings will always be available on the website, again, only for members. Now, also coming up in November, we have the OAUG Hyperion Online Connection Point. This is similar to a webinar, but much more detailed. There are actually 18 sessions. You will participate online from your desk, calling in and using your computer just like we're doing today, but there are 18 sessions over 3 days. There is a registration fee. Members get a 25% discount. So I encourage you to learn more about that if you use the Hyperion EPM products. And there is content both for the functional and the more technical users. So again, you can see the website URL there to learn more about that. Another key benefit of your membership is the Oau G Insight Magazine. It's published 4 times per year. The most recent issue came out just last month, so you should have received it. Every member company can receive up to 10 copies per company in the mail. We also, of course, publish the entire magazine online for those who are not one of the 10 receiving a hard copy. All of your coworkers can always read the online version. And if you don't have 10 people receiving your magazine, I suggest that you go ahead and add a few more to your subscriptions, and I can show you how to tell who is on your subscription list when we get to the website in a few minutes. Now, there's also an OAUG vendor awareness session coming up in November. Vendor awareness sessions are presented by our associate members, and they are a little bit more commercial in nature than an e-learning webinar, but really good information that these vendors would like to share with you. There is no charge, and if that's a topic of interest to you, the Cloud Project Portfolio, if that's of interest to you, please do register for that on the OAUG website. Now, coming up in November, you're also going to be receiving a short survey from the OAUG Membership Committee. This is a committee of the Board of Directors, and they are looking for some input from ambassadors about topics of interest to you, your company, and your decision makers. So please be on the lookout for that via email around the middle of November. It will be very brief, and we would appreciate your thoughts and suggestions. In addition to the OAUG LinkedIn group that I mentioned earlier that has 12,000 participants, there's also a smaller group just for ambassadors. And this is where you can connect with other ambassadors to talk more informally, ask questions, share information, and hear the latest about OAUG activities. So if you're not on that LinkedIn group for ambassadors, you can let us know and we can add you, or you can go to LinkedIn and find it and request to join. Also, the Young Professionals Forum has been going on for about 1.5 years now. This is for people that are relatively young in their careers or by age who want to network with their peers, learn more about working with Oracle applications, and more about working in the business world in general. They have periodic webinars. The next one is tomorrow at 3 p.m. And the topic is the Customer Support Council and how they help members. If you have a younger person working with you or you yourself qualify for that area, please do register for that webinar. It is tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern, and we look forward to seeing you then. There's also an Oau G LinkedIn group for the young professionals and the webpage on our website. They're also meeting at Open World. So if that's an area of interest to you, please do look for that information. Now, you have a chance to help us award some special people coming up at Collaborate in the spring. Each year, the Member of the Year recognizes a person who has made an outstanding contribution to the Oau G over the past year. There's a nomination form on the Oau G website, and I would encourage you to take a minute and nominate someone who you think has done something special. Last year's winner was Andrew Snyder, who runs the Atlanta Oau G Geographic Group. So if you're involved in a GEO or a SIG, or if you know someone who is an active member that should be recognized, please fill out the nomination form. Similarly, we have the Innovator of the Year, and this award is for a company, not an individual. And it recognizes a user member company that's done something unique or innovative with their Oracle applications. So if you yourself have done something with your own applications that's innovative or unique, there's a nomination form that you can fill out on your own. Or if you know of a company that's done something different, or perhaps you heard a presentation at Collaborate or a webinar recently that was something unique and innovative, please do fill out that nomination form. The nominations are open through the end of the year, and the awards will be presented in the spring at Collaborate. Now we are going to talk a little bit about what it means to be an ambassador, some roles and responsibilities here. So first of all, thank you. Thank you all for volunteering to serve as your Oau G ambassador for your organization. The ambassador is the primary point of contact between your membership and your coworkers. Your job is to help your coworkers maximize the value of the organization's membership, to help them understand what they can get, what resources are available to them as part of the membership that your company has purchased. So to do that, we ask you to do a few things. We ask you to attend at least 2 webinars every year. The webinars are offered every other month, and then on-site we meet at Collaborate. So we ask you to attend 2. We ask you to email your coworkers about the benefits, and we give you the email to send them. So those of you who are new ambassadors, you will receive an email from us tomorrow morning with some text you can then forward to your coworkers that details everything we've talked about today. So it's fairly simple. We'll send you the information, and we just ask that you forward it to your coworkers who use the Oracle applications. We also ask that you be aware of when your membership should be renewed. Oau G memberships are primarily a 1-year membership. We do offer a 2-year, but most memberships are 1 year, and they do expire 12 months from the time of payment. So there are memberships that expire all the time. As ambassador, we ask that you keep an eye on that. I'll show you on your website how to tell your expiration date. The invoice will be sent to your billing contact, which may or may not be you, and we will let you know if the billing contact does not renew the membership. But if you could be aware of that and make sure it gets renewed so you don't lose your services, that would be great. And then finally, the ambassador votes on behalf of the company in the Board of Directors elections. The elections just closed a few weeks ago, and all of you should have been involved in that election. We also ask you to look at your organization's contact list, and this is all the people that are involved in the Oau G from your company. As ambassador, you have access to that list to see how many of your coworkers have profiles in our system. You can see whether or not they're subscribed to the magazine, and you can see if we have current mailing addresses for all of them. And we will send you a list once a year, but you can always log in and look at your list on your own. Be sure that you're getting all 10 copies of the magazine, and also make sure that we have mailing addresses, because we do mail information occasionally, always about Collaborate. That big brochure comes out in the early spring, Oau G Magazine, and a few other things throughout the year. So it's important that we have an accurate mailing address as well as an email address for each person. And once you do all those wonderful things, we appreciate you and offer you some perks in exchange. You can track your participation online with the Oau G Ambassador Form. I'll show you that on the website in a few minutes. Everyone who attends one of these webinars is eligible to win a $50 Amazon gift card. And everyone who completes all of the ambassador duties on the checklist by the 5th of December is eligible to win a free conference registration. And that is your choice, either Collaborate or one of the other online conferences. So I encourage you to fill out your form and enter yourself in that drawing. And congratulations again to last year's winner, Jeff Kessler. Now we're going to take a look at the Oau G website and just show you a few things that will help you navigate around and manage your company's membership. Give me 1 second to switch screens. All right, here we are. And if you see here up at the top, it has my name on it, and that's because I'm logged in, and I am the ambassador for the Oau G membership within the Oau G, so I can show you how things look from the ambassador's perspective. So when you get to the site, first thing, of course, you want to do is log in, and then to get to all of your information about yourself and your company, you want to edit your profile. You can do that from this drop-down, or you can use this blue button here on the front, so whatever's easier for you. So you want to edit your profile. Give it just a moment. Sorry, I've had this open for a while. Log in again. Okay, so this first page that you see is all about you. This is my name, my information. Down here, if I click Edit My Information, that's going to edit my profile, not the company, but me. Same thing with Change My Password. This link here, this is Manage Organization Contacts. Only ambassadors have that link. A regular participant from your company will not have that option. Same thing here where it says you were linked to one other record. You can log in as them to update their account information. Only the ambassador sees this as well. This will be your company name. So if you want to edit your company's information, say your company has moved or the address has changed for whatever reason, you can click here and you will go to your organization record. Only the ambassador can do this so that we don't get bad information in our system. So if, for example, the corporate office has moved or the company name has changed, you as ambassador have access to edit that information. And of course, if you don't want to do that yourself, you're welcome to email us at ambassador@oaug.org and we'll make the changes for you. So the system can be a little bit slow, so I ask you to be patient as we wait for it to load the organization information, and then I'll show you how to make changes to your contacts as well in just a moment. Okay, see now this has changed to my company, and it says the Oau G, not my name. So now if I want to edit this, we're going to go to a page that lets me actually change the information about the company. So your company name would be here. I could change it there. The primary contact is the ambassador. Any phone numbers, the main address, the ambassador here, I can change that. So be careful because this changes it for every person associated with the membership. They will have their own address for their preferred mailings, but whatever you change on the company record will affect everyone. So be sure that you're looking at the right place. So now if you want to look at your organization contact list, you can click here, and you can either be logged in as the company or your own individual profile. Either one will work. So manage organization contacts. And this will bring up a list of all the people that are associated with your company's membership. We have 70. You may have 10, you may have 500 and more, but everyone who's associated is listed here. And you have some options here. You can edit the people's profiles. You can change relationship, which means assign someone else to the ambassador or billing contact, or you can disable. And what disable does is it removes that person from your company's membership. So say you had a coworker who left the company and they no longer work with you, you can click the disable button next to their name. That will not remove their profile from our system, but it will disassociate them from your membership. So they will no longer be a part of your membership. They will not have access to your membership benefits. If they have a Gmail or Yahoo email address, they can still receive the mailings and such emails, but they will not be able to access the benefits of membership. So don't be scared to hit the disable button. You're not going to take them out of the system, but you will take them out of your membership. So, and if you look at an individual record, you can see whether or not the person is subscribed to Oau G Insight Magazine. Unfortunately, there's not an easy way for you to see all of your contacts and whether or not they have the magazine, but we will send you a list once a year, or you can always request a list. We'll be happy to send it to you. But if you want to pull up a particular person, edit their profile, I'll show you how to see if they get the magazine or not. So this is Allison's profile. She is not subscribed to the magazine. So all we'd have to do is check that box, and then she'll be on the mailing list for the next magazine. So if you want to see your folks, you can look at them individually here. You can also see that Allison gets all of our newsletters, which is great. You can see other information about her down here. If this do not email box is checked, that supersedes everything, and this person will never get email from us. So if you have a coworker who says they're not getting information from their GEO or their SIG, or they stopped getting a newsletter, that's because this was checked. So, and when we send you a list of your people with their Insight Magazine preference, we'll also include a column to show you anybody who has do not email checked, because sometimes it does get checked in error, or someone thought they were unsubscribing from e-news, but they really checked do not email, and that means they won't get anything ever. So if that's what they want, that's fine, but they need to understand. So we're going to save changes here to get back at it. Whoops. Okay, we're going to hit back. So that is how you can see your contacts. Okay, I also wanted to show you a few more things on the website. So we're going to leave this portion of editing your organization and your contacts, and we're going to go back to the Oau G website. Most of the information that you need is here on the Ambassador Program page, which is where I already was. This is where you will find some quick information, the overview, the presentation that you saw today will be here. The benefits reminder email that will go out tomorrow will be here at this link. Here's a how to update your contacts tab. The form for you to fill out to get credit for today's webinar and the other items that you're asked to do is here. So you'll just fill that out, and I will enter you in the drawing. You can also review the FAQ here if you have any questions about what's involved in being an ambassador. You can look at that, and the most recent recording will be here once we finish today's webinar. So that's the Ambassador Program overview, and that's from the Membership tab, Ambassador Program. This is also where you'll find the Member of the Year and Innovator of the Year nomination forms. And again, if you'd like to nominate someone, I would appreciate that. The Unprofessional Forum page is here, and this is all about what that group is about. Here's the link to register for their session, which is tomorrow. Also from the home page, you can go directly to the Twitter feed and find out what's new there. Under Education and Events, e-learning is here. Open World, what we're doing there is here. You can see all about our activities at Open World. The GeoSig Sunday meetings are listed here at this tab. And we have some focus on documents from Oracle's EBS staff. They've asked us to share these with you. So if you use EBS, you want to take a look at these as well. And then finally, I wanted to show you one more page, and that is under, sorry, you go OAUG25.org. This is our 25th anniversary page. It has a little bit of information about what's happening at Open World, some reminders about all the benefits of membership, and a drawing for you or your coworkers to enter to win our $25 Amazon gift card drawing. So I encourage you to share that with your coworkers. And if you know someone who's not a current member, they can go to this page and get a little bit of a preview. The Insight Magazine is here for download. Also, one webinar recording, just as a kind of a freebie preview of what members have all the time. So I encourage you to share that if you have friends or colleagues who don't work at your company or are not members. And we do have some special offers right now for membership. If you, anybody who's not a member, if they join by the 15th of November, we have two 25th anniversary offers. One is for 25% more membership free, or 25th anniversary rollback pricing, and those are for new memberships. So that concludes my information that I wanted to present to you today. I do have one question in the box here, and it says, let's see, is it possible to get the 10 magazines delivered just to you? I'm not sure. Let me ask about that. Okay. So this person is asking, one second. Sorry, the box is tiny. I'm trying to get bigger so I can see it. Okay. Okay. I will find out if we can send you all 10 copies at once. I think so, but I'll look into that for you and let you know afterwards. Okay. Somebody else asked about the billing schedule. The invoice goes out 3 months before the membership expires. We have found with companies, with accounting departments being large, it sometimes takes quite a while for these to be processed. So the invoice is dated 90 days before expiration. Your membership does not expire until your expiration date. If you do not pay the invoice at 90 days, that's perfectly fine. It sits there. You can pay it online whenever you want to. At 2 months out, 60 days out, you'll receive an email. Just a reminder that you have an open invoice, you have 2 more months to pay. At 30 days out, you receive another email, another reminder that your membership is going to expire soon. And then within a few days of that expiration, you'll receive another email and a phone call. So it is a 3-month renewal process. It does begin early because some companies take quite a while to get approval and process. But you do not need to pay early. It's just a convenience for those accounting departments that take a little bit longer. It is not due until your expiration date. So the next question. Dana asked if the feature to email the contact list from here works. Unfortunately, no. You cannot email your contacts from there, sadly. That does not work. Dawn asked how they can clean up the list and remove some coworkers who no longer work there. Dawn, you can use the disable feature to remove those contacts, or you can let me know that you'd like me to send you a list, and I will do that, and you can let us know who no longer works there, and we can take them off for you. So I'll email you your list. And how do you change the mailing address just for me? You'll do that on your profile. Let me hop back over here for you. And this is a question asked just a few minutes ago. See where it says company? You want to change back to the person. So you go back to your name and wait for it to load. And then you click Edit My Information. So make sure you are on yourself or someone else. And this opens up a form where you can fill in your work address, home address, and then choose which you want. So this is just for one person, not for the company. So that's how you do that. And again, I'm getting the magazine, so there's all that information. So that is all the questions that I see. Are there any other questions I can answer? And please do drop them into the question box for you, and I'll get you an answer. And if not, I thank you all so much for spending half an hour with us today. If you have any additional questions or need any help whatsoever, please email ambassador@oaug.org, and we'll get back to you right away. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.